You posted something online 3 hours ago. You've checked it 4 times since then. You tell yourself you don't care. But every time you open the app, your eyes go to one place first. The number, the likes, the comments, the views. And when the number is low, when nobody responds, there's a feeling. Not just disappointment, something deeper, something that feels like danger. That feeling is 350 million years old. It doesn't come from social media. It doesn't come from vanity. It comes from a system buried so deep in your brain that lobsters have it too. Your need for likes is not an addiction to validation. It's your brain trying to figure out if you still have a place in the tribe. Because for 2 million years, if you lost your rank, you died. Let's start with a fact that most people don't know. Every social species on Earth, from insects to apes, organizes itself into a hierarchy, a rank system. And that system isn't a cultural invention. It's biological. In lobsters, the hierarchy is controlled by serotonin. The higher your rank, the more serotonin your brain produces. The more serotonin, the more confident you feel, the taller you stand, the more dominant you appear. And the more dominant you appear, the higher your rank goes. This is a loop. Status produces serotonin. Serotonin produces the behaviors that maintain status. And here's the part that matters. This system is 350 million years old. It existed before trees, before dinosaurs, before mammals. It existed in the common ancestor of lobsters and humans, which means it's been running in some form in every creature in your evolutionary line for longer than there have been bones on Earth. You did not invent your obsession with status. You inherited it from something that didn't even have a brain. Now, what did this mean for your human ancestors? In 1967, epidemiologist Michael Marmot began what would become the Whitehall Studies, a 40-year investigation into the health of British civil servants. What he found was disturbing. The lower your rank in the social hierarchy, the higher your mortality rate. Not because of poverty. These were all employed people with access to the same healthcare. The difference was status itself. People at the bottom of the hierarchy had higher cortisol, higher rates of heart disease, weaker immune systems, and died younger. Their bodies were in a chronic state of low-grade stress, simply because they occupied a low position in the social order. And anthropologists have found the same pattern in every primate species ever studied. Low-ranking monkeys have elevated stress hormones, impaired immune function, and die sooner. High-ranking monkeys live longer, reproduce more, and have more allies to protect them from threats. For 2 million years, your rank in the group wasn't a matter of ego. It was a matter of life and death. High status meant access to food, mates, protection, and alliances. Low status meant you were last to eat, first to be sacrificed to a predator, and most likely to be expelled from the group. And being expelled from the group, that was a death sentence.
Ningún ser humano sobrevivió
survived
solo.
alone on the
Avanzamos
African
hacia nuestros
savanna.
antepasados humanos.
So your brain evolved a system to constantly monitor, maintain, and fight for your position in the hierarchy. And that system is still running, right now, every time you check your phone. But here's what nobody talks about. Your brain doesn't measure your actual safety. It measures your perceived rank, and it uses a very specific chemical system to do it. In 1984, researchers studying vervet monkeys discovered something remarkable. When a male monkey rose to the dominant position in his group, his serotonin levels doubled, not gradually, within days. And when he was removed from that position, when he lost status, his serotonin collapsed. The monkey didn't decide to feel confident
No es una
or
decisión
depressed.
consciente.
His
La vista
brain
recorres el
chemistry
diagrama
changed
entre la confianza y la
automatically
depresión.
based on where he sat in the hierarchy. Status wasn't a feeling, it was a neurochemical state. and it works the same way
La
in
misma
humans.
química de rango.
In 2016, UCLA neuroscientists put teenagers in an fMRI machine and showed them Instagram photos, some with many likes, some with few. When they saw a photo with many likes, even their own photo, their nucleus accumbens lit up. That's the brain's reward center, the same region that activates for food, sex, and drugs. But when their own photos had few likes, activity shifted to the prefrontal cortex, the region associated with social pain. The brain didn't treat low engagement as neutral information. It treated it as a threat. Think about what this means. A like is not just a like. To your ancient brain, a like is a signal that says your tribe approves, you have rank, you're safe. And the absence of likes is a signal that says nobody is acknowledging you. You may be losing your position. You may be at risk of exclusion. Your brain cannot tell the difference between 10 people in a hunter-gatherer camp ignoring you and 10,000 strangers scrolling past your post. The signal it receives is the same. You don't matter here. And that activates a stress response that was designed for a world where not mattering meant death. This is why you check your phone. Not because you're shallow, not because you're addicted to dopamine, because your ancient rank monitoring system is asking one question over and over. Am I still in the tribe? And this is where it gets dark, because the people who built social media understand this system perfectly. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered something called variable ratio reinforcement. He found that when you give a reward unpredictably, sometimes after 2 actions, sometimes after 20, sometimes after 200, the subject never stops performing the behavior. It's the most powerful reinforcement schedule ever documented. More powerful than constant reward, more powerful than punishment. Slot machines use it, and so does every social media platform you've ever used. Your likes don't arrive predictably. Sometimes you post and get 300, sometimes you post the same thing and get 4. You never know when the reward is coming, so you never stop checking. But it's worse than a slot machine, because a slot machine pays in money. Social media pays in rank. Every like tells your ancient brain you're being seen. You matter. You have a position in the group. Every notification is a signal of tribal acknowledgement. And the platforms know this. They batch your notifications. They delay them. They release them in clusters to maximize the dopamine surge when they arrive. They don't tell you this, but the engineering is deliberate. Your brain evolved to monitor your rank in a group of 150 people. That's what Robin Dunbar calculated. The natural size of a human social group based on our neocortex size. 150 people. That's all you were ever supposed to track. Social media put you in a hierarchy of millions. Your brain is trying to calculate your rank among 5 billion people using a system designed for 150. It's like trying to count the stars with an abacus. The machine breaks. And when it breaks, it defaults to one state. You're not enough. Check again. Post again. Try harder. For 2 million years, your rank was stable. You knew where you stood because you could see everyone in your group. You interacted with the same 50 to 150 people every day. Your brain received consistent feedback. You're a hunter. You're a storyteller. You're respected for this specific skill. There was no comparison with strangers, no curated highlight reels, no metric that reduced your entire worth to a number. And here's what's crucial. Hunter-gatherer groups were broadly egalitarian. Research shows they actively suppressed extreme hierarchy through humor, gossip, and collective shaming of anyone who tried to dominate. Nobody was at the bottom for long. Nobody was unreachable at the top. Your brain's rank system evolved for that world, a world where status was local, stable, achievable, and shared. Then we built a world where status is global, volatile, unachievable for most and hoarded by a few. The average person now spends 2 hours and 40 minutes per day on social media. That's 2 hours and 40 minutes of your ancient rank system being bombarded with signals that say you are lower, they are higher, you are less. And your body responds exactly as it would if you were the lowest ranking primate in the troop. Elevated cortisol, chronic stress, anxiety, depression, the feeling that something is wrong but you can't name it. You can name it now. It's called losing rank in a hierarchy your brain was never designed to process. Your ancestors lived in small groups where everybody knew your name, where your value was measured in what you could do, not in what strangers thought of a picture you posted at 11 p.m. They had rank too. They cared about status too. But their hierarchy was face-to-face, stable, and survivable. Your brain still works the way theirs did. It still monitors rank. It still craves acknowledgement. It still panics when it feels invisible. That hasn't changed in 2 million years. What changed is the scale, the speed, the permanence of the scoreboard. We took a system designed to track 150 people in a camp and connected it to a machine that shows you everyone on Earth who is doing better than you. Every second. Forever. And every time you pick up your phone and check how many people liked what you said, that's not vanity. That's your brain asking the only question it's ever known how to ask. Does the tribe still see me? The tragedy is, the tribe was never supposed to be this big. And you were never supposed to carry your rank in your pocket.